Hi students, today we are going to discuss the very most important topic. What is the topic name you know? Properties of definite integrals. The people, means the students are going to feel very tough this. I don't know why, but it is so easy. Okay, we'll start now. I'm going to start then. 100% you are going to feel easy. So you please listen carefully. Okay. So, properties of definite integrals. In integration, it is the exercise 7.11. Which exercise it is? 7.11. For PUC, it is the 6 marks question. Karnataka State Board. For CBSE, this is very most important exercise. From this exercise, many times questions came. Repeated. Okay, for 3 marks maybe they can ask, for 1 mark maybe they can ask. So it is important exercise for CBSE also. So what I am going to tell you all, this exercise is important for PUC at the same time for CBSE also. Okay, everyone should listen carefully. Okay, we'll start now. So total properties 7 is there. One by one I am going to do now. Property number 1. Prove that integral of a to b f of x dx is equal to integral of a to b f of t dt. Okay, na? So f of t dt. Now let me know what to do after this. Okay, integral of a to b f of x dx is equal to integral of a to b f of t dt, right? So I want to prove this. How to prove that? You please take the left hand side. Prove. Left hand side, integral of a to b f of x dx. First my target taking the value of x. Okay, put x equal to some t. Then if I do this differentiation with respect to t, dx by dt equal to 1. Dx by dt is equal to 1. Basically this dt if you send other side, dx equal to dt. Right? I got this dx equal to dt. So now what to do here then? Lower limit x equal to a, then upper limit x equal to b, lower limit x equal to a, right? So what I should take then? T value is a, then upper limit is what then now? T value is nothing but a, b. These two things I got, right? So these all values I am going to substitute in the left hand side part. Okay, now tell me integration of a time a only we got. When I have taken the b, I got the b result. F of x value is nothing but a t, dx is nothing but a dt. So this is nothing but a right hand side. I have taken the left hand side, I proved the right hand side. So we can give the conclusion left hand side is equal to right hand side. So hence proved. This is the property number 1. Next, property number 2. Property number 2. Prove that integral of a to b f of x dx is equal to integral of b to a minus f of x dx. First, whatever property I am going to take left hand side, I will prove the right hand side. Okay, so now I would like to take the left hand side part. Left hand side part, integral of a to b f of x dx. After this, what I need to do then now? You tell me here. Lower limit. First you take some x. Simple method you follow, this one. How many members know integral of small f of x dx formula capital F of x plus c? Simple method it is. Now tell me here. Integration of f of x is nothing but a capital F of x. So what is the limits I am having here? A to b, f of b minus f of a. I got this f of b minus f of a. At the same time, go for the right hand side. Right hand side minus b to a f of x dx minus integration of f of x is what then now? Capital F of x, then b to a minus what is upper value here? F of a minus lower value is what here? F of b. Now this minus, if you multiply inside, minus into minus plus, f of b minus f of a, right? You please observe here, this one and this one both same, right? So what I can conclude it here, left hand side and the right hand side both are equal. Left hand side is equal to right hand side, so we can give the judgment, hence proved. Okay, I hope you all understood these two properties, because these two properties I am going to use in other properties. Okay, na? Next, third property. Property number 3. Prove that integral of a to b f of x dx is equal to integral of a to c f of x dx plus integral of c to b f of x dx. I am splitting, see, a to b, no, so I am taking, like, suppose 2 to 4 is there. Okay, so integral of 2 to 4, I am going to write 2 to 3 and then 3 to 4, like that I am splitting that, nothing is there more than that. So the number, see here, number 3 will be there, so in place of 3 I have taken some c, that's it, in that interval. Okay, so now how to prove this? Proof. Take the left hand side, integral of a to b f of x dx. Now I hope you know the formula. Integration of f of x means what? Capital F of x. Just before we solved a to b, then upper minus lower, f of b minus f of a. Then I would like to take the right hand side part. Right hand side part, what I am having, a to c f of x dx plus c to b f of x whole dx. Right, after this, again, integral of small f of x is nothing but a capital F of x. What I have the limits, a to c, integral of small f of x, then what can I take here, capital F of x. Then I am having the limits is from c to b, upper minus lower, f of c minus f of a plus f of b minus f of c. Okay, upper minus lower, f of c minus f of a. Here also upper minus lower, f of b minus f of c. I got this. Now you please observe, f of c and f of c get cancelled, remaining what I am having, f of b minus f of a. So now you can observe here, this is also f of b minus f of a, this is also f of b minus f of a. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So what I can write then now, hence proved. Okay, next I am going to solve the property number 4. Actually in NCERT properties they have started from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 like that, 7 properties are there total. 0 to 7 means total 8 properties. But one property only they did like 2 ways, means one property they have stopped in the middle, then again they continue. So that I am going to do it's like a 1. Okay, if you observe then you will understood. You please see the video, means all properties you listen, then you will get the clarity. So 3 properties completed. Property number 4, it's very most important question. If you learn this property, based on this we have only one problem. Based on this property we are having only one problem. If they are giving this property, problem also they will give only that problem they will give. So easy to get 6 marks then. For properties attaching, they are going to give for us one small question also. Okay na? So now I am going to start here. Property number 4. Prove that integral of a to b f of x dx equal to integral of a to b f of a plus b minus x whole dx. Okay na? So integral of a to b f of x dx is equal to integral of a to b f of a plus b minus x whole dx, right? First I would like to take the proof. Left hand side in proof, left hand side I would like to take. What is the left hand side? Integration of a to b f of x whole dx. Now what will you take it t here? What you are going to take t? You please observe here. A plus b minus x I am going to take it as c. T. For a plus b minus x is equal to t. Okay. Minus x is equal to t. Then now a plus b minus t is equal to x. Now the constant derivative is 0. Then constant a is constant, so 0. B is constant, so 0. Minus t. T means dt. X means dx I am going to get. I did the just differentiation. After that, when you are taking t, okay, so limits also it will change. So I would like to take the limits. What is the lower limit? X equal to a. Lower limit x is equal to a. What about when you are taking the lower limit x equal to a? Let me know what you are going to get the result. A plus b minus the value of x is a, no? A get cancelled. The value of t is b. What about upper limit? Upper limit x equal to b. So a plus b minus b equal to t. Both get cancelled. The value of t is what? A. The value of t is b and the value of t is equal to a. Right? This is the thing I have. Now I need to continue the theorem. So these all values I would like to substitute in the left hand side part. I am going to substitute now. Integral of a time I got the b. When I have taken upper limit b, I got a. F of what is the value of x? X I got here. A plus b minus t. And what I got the dx? Dx is nothing but a minus dt. After this, I would like to change the limits here. Integral of b to a is there, but I need to prove a to b. Integral of a to b this. So, if you are interchanging the limits, then the sign should be changed. Okay, so its minus is there, here it's going to become plus. And f of a plus b minus t dt. So, from which property? Yeah, this is, I thought second property. Now, what is that integral of a to b? F of x dx is equal to minus, if you are interchanging the limits like b to a, f of x whole dx. So now I am going to get that. So now integral of a to b, f of a plus b minus, in place of t what should I take? X dx. This is from which property? Property number 1. A to b f of x whole dx is equal to, now tell me, integral of a to b f of t dt. This is from property number 1. Okay na? So if you interchange the limits, sign will change. Okay na? So at the same time, in place of t I can take it as x. So completed. So I have taken the left hand side and I proved the right hand side. So final conclusion, left hand side is equal to right hand side, and hence proved. And hence proved. Property number 5. This is also very most important property and it is easy also. What is this property, sir? Means prove that integral of 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integral of 0 to a f of x dx is nothing but a 0 to a f of a minus x whole dx, right? F of a minus x whole dx. This is the thing I have here. Okay. So what is the difference between before property and this property? What is the difference? Nothing. Okay, just values. So see, suppose before property is a to b f of x dx, right? So I am going to write like a to b f of a plus b minus x, right? Now what you have the limits? 0 to a. 0 to a f of x whole dx is equal to 0 to a only. Now a to b means a to b. 0 to a, so 0 to a. Now I would like to take that. A value is 0 plus b place I have a minus x whole dx. 0 plus a is what? Just a, right? A minus x, f of a minus x. That only. Small thing. But how to prove it, sir? Same procedure. What procedure you followed for this? The same thing you please follow. That's it. See, very easy, no? Properties. Now first I would like to take the left hand side part, 0 to a f of x dx. Now you let me know what will you take it as t, port a minus x is t. First our target finding x value, a minus t is equal to x. Then now constant derivative 0, so minus dt is equal to dx. When you are changing x value is in terms of t, you need to change their limits also. I am going to take the lower limit x equal to 0. Lower limit x equal to 0. So tell me then what you are going to get, a minus 0 equal to t, then t value is nothing but a. What about upper limit? Upper limit x equal to a. Now tell me a minus a equal to t. If I eliminated these two things, the value of t is nothing but a 0. T is equal to a, t is equal to 0. I got this right? Now I would like to substitute the things. Integral of 0 to a I am having, right? Now let me know. Lower limit is when I taken 0, I got the a. When I have taken upper limit a, I got then 0. Okay, limits I have wrote. F of x value. X value how much I got here? X is nothing but a minus t. What about dx is here? Minus dt. What about dx is here? Minus dt, right? I got this. Now I would like to interchange their limits. Okay, because I need to prove 0 to a, right? So if you are interchanging the limits, sign will be changing, no? So minus is going to become plus. F of a minus t into dt. Then integral of 0 to a f of a minus x whole dx. I hope everyone understood what I have written here. Direct steps I have wrote. So here I interchanged the limits, so I got plus. This is which property? A to b f of x dx equal to minus b to a f of x whole dx. This is one property. Another property is what here? What is another property? In place of t I can write it as x. That is what? A to b f of x whole dx is equal to integral of a to b f of t dt. This is the thing I have, right? So we can do like this. So I am using these two properties. So majorly 5 properties. Still 2 more properties is there. We'll do the 2 properties in the next video, but based on what I solved the properties, based on the properties I am going to do the problems now. Okay, right? We'll do the problems. Then you will feel somewhat easy. Okay, na? So we'll go for doing that. Problems here. I'm going to do the problems. So first this property only, based on this property only we'll do the problems, okay? So you please go to the NCERT textbook, exercise problems and examples, all I will complete it now. Exercise 7.11, problem number 1. In that model 1, NCERT textbook here. Second problem I am going to do. I is equal to integration of 0 to pi by 2 root of sin x whole divided by root of sin x plus root of cos x whole dx. How to do this problem? Yeah, these type of all question answers I know. Pi by 4. 0 to pi by 2 is there. Root of okay, sin x divided by root of sin x plus root of cos x. Then answer is pi by 4. Suppose maybe tan cot pi by 4 answer. Maybe secant and cosecant. Answer is pi by 4. We can give the judgment. It is useful for KSET. Case tricks I will do in other videos. You can follow that also. So let me know now. So please consider this is equation number 1. Okay. So I hope this is looks like 0 to a property. 0 to a f of x dx. 0 to a f of x dx means what? 0 to a f of a minus x whole dx, right? Now you can tell me here I is equal to integration of 0 to pi by 2 square root of sine of pi by 2 minus x whole divided by square root of pi by 2 minus x plus square root of cos of pi by 2 minus x whole dx, right? This is the thing I have. Right, next I is equal to integration of 0 to pi by 2 square root of sine 90 minus theta is what here? Cos theta. But here it is in terms of x, so you please take just cos x whole divided by, this is also going to become cos x plus root of sine x whole dx. This is the second equation. This is 1 and this is 2. Adding 1 and 2. Adding 1 and 2, I plus I, it's nothing but here 2i is equal to 0 to pi by 2 root of sine x and then whole divided by root of sine x plus root of cos x whole dx plus 0 to pi by 2 root of cos x and then whole divided by square root of cos x plus square root of sine x whole dx, right? Just what I am doing, adding 1 and 2. So first my target, taking the question, consider equation number 1. Again, applying the 0 to a property. This is 0 to a, right? In place of x, you need to write just a minus x, that's it. I have wrote that. Then next, sin 90 minus x is cos x. Sin 90 minus x is cos x. Cos 90 minus x is sin x. Then adding 1 and 2. If you add, this is going to become that, like that. Now you please observe that now 2i is equal to integral of 0 to pi by 2. This integral is same. The whole dx I have. Then what I have here, LCM, root of sin x plus root of cos x. Root of cos x plus LCM is the same. Root of sin x plus root of cos x. After that numerator what I have, that I will copy that. Numerator also root of sin x plus root of cos x. You can observe and you can eliminate these two things. Pi by 2 1 dx. 2i is equal to integration of 1 dx is x now. Then limits is 0 to pi by 2. 2i is equal to pi by 2 minus 0. So 2i is equal to pi by 2. Then I is equal to pi by 4. That's it. Okay, so same. See here, the square root means it's nothing but a what here? Power 1 by 2 only, no? I am changing the question. 1 by 2. Okay, next question they have given fifth one. 3 by 2, 3 by 2, 3 by 2. What is the question number? Question number 3. Question number 3. Same process we need to follow to get the answer. You can see now. I will do this also. So first our target, we need to check this is whether which property I need to use. For the given question, which property I need to use. I know that it looks like 0 to a, right? It looks like 0 to a. Sin power 3 by 2x. Sin power 3 by 2x plus cos power 3 by 2x. Whatever the given power value, let them give. Okay, our procedure is common, same procedure. So I equal to, it looks like 0 to a. If it is 0 to a, in place of x, I need to write a minus x. So 0 to pi by 2 sin power 3 by 2 of pi by 2 minus x whole divided by sin power 3 by 2 of pi by 2 minus x plus cos power 3 by 2 of pi by 2 minus x whole dx. The value of I is nothing but a pi by 2. So now what I can tell then, it is sin 90 minus theta is what then? Cos power 3 by 2x, and then whole divided by sin 90 minus theta means cos theta, like cos x I am going to get. So this plus here also cos 90 minus x is just sin x sin power 3 by 2x whole dx. This is equation number 2. Adding 1 and 2. I am going to add 1 and 2. So let me know I plus I plus I, 2I is equal to integration of 0 to pi by 2 sin power 3 by 2x, and then whole divided by power 3 by 2x plus cos power 3 by 2x whole dx plus integration of 0 to pi by 2 cos power 3 by 2x cos power 3 by 2x plus sin power 3 by 2x whole dx. Okay, what is the LCM now? What is the LCM now? Cos power 3 by 2x plus sin power 3 by 2x. Here also sin power 3 by 2x plus cos. LCM is same, right? I would like to take the LCM here. You observe here 2I is equal to, first take the common thing, 0 to pi by 2, integral of 0 to pi by 2. So LCM is the same. What is the LCM here? Sin power 3 by 2x plus cos power 3 by 2x whole dx. Sin power 3 by 2x plus cos power 3 by 2x. Anyhow we can eliminate the things. 2I is equal to integral of 0 to pi by 2 1 dx. So 2I is equal to integration of 1 dx is what here? Then x. Just x. So 0 to pi by 2. So 2I is equal to what then now? Pi by 2 minus 0. I equal to what then finally? Pi by 4. I told no, the answer is always pi by 4 when the pattern is like this. Okay. And next question. Question number 4 from NCERT homework. Same model based on 0 to a. Now this is 0 to a property based problems. Next question. Fourth one is homework. It is also 0 to pi by 2 cos power 5x dx whole divided by sin power 5x plus cos power over. Okay. Next seventh one. Okay. So 0 to a property. 0 to a property based all problems I am doing now. 0 to a f of x dx is nothing but a 0 to a f of a minus x whole dx. Based on this property, all problems I am solving. Now in NCERT 7th problem, I equal to 0 to 1 x of 1 minus x whole power n whole dx. Then tell me here how to do this. It is also 0 to a. A means 1 here. So how to write then in place of x? In place of x, you have written here a minus x. So you please write in the same. A means what? 1. So 1 minus x of 1 minus of x plus 1 minus x whole power n whole dx. Then I equal to 0 to 1. So 1 minus x. So 1 minus if you apply minus 1 minus of minus plus x whole power n dx. I equal to 0 to 1. So 1 minus x. This get cancelled. So x power n whole dx. Right? Now tell me here. I equal to 0 to 1. X power n into 1. X power n whole dx minus x into x power n. Integration of 0 to 1 x power n plus 1 whole dx. Now I would like to do the integration. I hope everyone knows the formula. Integration of x power n. X power n plus 1 by n plus 1. What I have the limits here from 0 to 1 minus x power n plus 1 formula. X power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus 1. Then limits what I have then 0 to 1. So I equal to 1 is there. 1 power anything 1. 1 by n plus 1 minus 1 power anything. Lower limit is 0. Okay. So minus. Again here if you come 1 by n plus 2 minus lower limit is 0. Calculation you do 1 by n plus 1 minus 1 by n plus 2 If I am going to do the calculation n plus 2 minus n minus 1 by n plus 1 into n plus 2. The final answer n get cancelled. 2 minus 1 is 1 divided by n plus 1 of n plus 2. Similarly, ninth one is there. Ninth question is homework. Okay, eighth also is there. Eighth is a different pattern. We'll do it later. Means after this. So direct I would like to go to do the 17th problem. 17th also same, adding concept. Adding concept. So we'll do the 17th problem. Now tell me here the problem number 8th. 8th we do na 17th we do first. I is equal to integration of 0 to a root x divided by root x plus root of a minus x whole dx. When 0 to pi by 2 is there, I told you the pi by 4. Okay. Why pi by 4? Here pi by 2 by 2. Okay. That is pi by 4. Now here only a is there in place of pi by 2. So the answer is a by 2. By seeing only we should say the answer. Okay. That is called, we say our brain is so sharp like that. Okay. Fine. Now you please observe this. Apply our property. This is the property. Now you please take it is equation number 1. 0 to a square root of a minus x whole divided by root of a minus x plus root of a minus x whole dx. Then I equal to 0 to a root of a minus x whole divided by square root of a minus x plus a get cancelled, so just x whole dx. You can calculate now, minus if you apply minus a minus a get cancelled, minus plus x, that's it. So you please consider this is some equation number 2, 1 and 2, adding 1 and 2, adding 1 and 2. So I plus I is how much? Then 2i. Then limits is what? Then 0 to a root x divided by root x plus root of a minus x whole dx plus integration of 0 to a root of a minus x divided by root of a minus x plus root x whole dx, right? Now these both you observe LCM is the same, root x plus root of a minus x, root x plus root of a minus x, right? 2i is equal to 0 to a, so root x plus root of a minus x whole dx, right? LCM is okay. Then here I am having root x plus here what I am having root of a minus x. And then this one get cancelled. So 2i is equal to integral of 1 dx. Then limits is 0 to a. 2i is equal to x. Integration of 1 dx is x, no? 0 to a. So 2i is equal to a. I equal to a by 2. A by 2, right? You got it right? Next problem number 8. See, you please comment in comment session here whatever you have doubt session I am going to do in one class. Okay, if you are getting any doubts in comment session, you comment that I need that question, sir. If you are able to type the question. Otherwise, okay, in NCERT chapter name, in that chapter exercise name, question number. Okay, if you say those things I will do. Okay, it's clear. Next 8th problem, important. So I is equal to 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan x whole dx, right? How to solve this? Same, no, property is the same. 0 to a property I have, right? I would like to apply the property 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan. In place of x only, in place of x I need to write a minus x. Here a means pi by 4 minus x whole dx, right? So I equal to 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan pi by 4 minus x. Okay, I hope everyone knows the formula tan a minus b. Okay, so I hope everyone knows this. Tan A minus B is equal to tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B, right? So do them. Tan pi by 4 minus tan x whole divided by 1 plus tan pi by 4 into tan x whole dx, right? Tan pi by 4 value 1. So I equal to 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus 1 minus tan x whole divided by 1 plus tan x whole dx. I equal to integration of 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan x plus 1 minus tan x whole divided by 1 plus tan x whole dx. This minus plus get cancelled. Further continuation. I hope everyone knows this formula. Tan A minus B formula. Tan A minus tan B. So I is equal to integration of 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus 1 2 no 2 divided by 1 plus tan x whole dx log A by B formula. What formula I am having here? Log A by B. I is equal to 0 to pi by 4 log A by B formula. Log A minus log B. B means 1 plus tan x whole dx. Okay na? Log A by B. I can write log A minus log B. I equal to integration of 0 to pi by 4 log 2 minus whole dx minus integration of 0 to pi by 4 log of 1 plus tan x whole dx, right? Now this log 2 if you bring out, I equal to log 2 integration of 0 to pi by 4 1 dx minus, it's nothing but a question, no, so I would like to take as I minus I, if you send this side 2i, 2i is equal to log 2 integration of 1 dx is what, then just x, then limits is 0 to pi by 4. So I equal to how much then now? 1 by 2 of log 2 and pi by 4 minus 0. Okay, so final answer is what then? I equal to 1 by 2 into pi by 4, pi by 8 into log 2. See how much easy this? Okay, so like that. 2 more questions we'll do, yeah, 2 more questions we'll do. Okay, then we'll go for next lecture. It is a 12th question in NCERT, same property only 0 to a. You can observe many questions are there on 0 to a. Based on remaining properties, there is no much problems, but 0 to a we have many problems. Still I am allotting some questions are homework, similar model. Okay, so based on this property we will do this last question. Okay, I is equal to 0 to pi. Okay, x place what you need to write? I am having x here, a minus x you have wrote. Same pattern you follow then. X means pi minus x divided by 1 plus sine of pi minus x whole dx, right? Then I value 0 to pi, pi divided by, so now tell me here, sine, okay, one more time you write, 1 plus sine 180 minus theta. Which quadrant? Second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine positive or negative? Positive. If it is positive, plus sine x. Then I is equal to 0 to pi. So pi divided by 1 plus sine x dx minus integral of 0 to pi x divided by 1 plus sine x whole dx, right? Now tell me, this is nothing but a given question, x by 1 plus sine x. Okay, and I is equal to pi constant, so bring outside 0 to pi 1 by 1 plus sine x whole dx minus I. Minus I if you bring another side 2i is equal to pi integration of 0 to pi 1 by 1 plus sine x. After this, how to do this one integration, sir? Just you remember rationalization. What you need to do here? Just rationalization. How to do the rationalization? 1 minus sine x divided by 1 minus sine x whole dx, right? Now continue then. 2i is equal to 0 to pi. Okay, outside I am having pi, right? So pi So rationalization 1 plus sin x into 1 minus sin x. So what I can take numerator part 1 minus sin x into 1. So just 1 minus sin x whole divided by a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square. So 1 square minus sin square x dx, like 1 square minus sin square x. So anyhow 1 square is 1, no? Now 1 minus sin square x is what then now? Pi. 0 to pi integral of 1 minus sin x divided by cos square x whole dx. So 2i is equal to pi integration of 0 to pi 1 by cos square x dx minus integration of 0 to pi sin x by cos square x. Sin x by cos square x dx. After this 2i equal to pi of integration of 0 to pi 1 by cos square means what? Secant square x dx minus integration of 0 to pi sin by cos is tan x. 1 by cos is secant x dx. Sin by cos tan. And one more cos is there, no? 1 by cos is secant x. 2i is equal to pi. Integration of secant square x is what then now? Tan x. Then limits is 0 to pi minus integral of tan x into secant x dx is what then now? Secant x. Then limits is 0 to pi. Now you apply the limits. 2i equal to pi of tan pi minus tan 0 minus secant pi minus secant 0. Now you tell me here 2i is equal to pi of tan pi 0. Tan 0 also 0. So this overall 0. And this pi you multiply direct with each and everything. You should keep brace. And this also. Okay. So now pi if you multiply that minus pi of secant pi value is minus 1 minus secant 0 also 1. That is the thing. Now let me know. Anyhow 0 into anything 0. 2i equal to minus 2. Minus into minus plus 2 pi. 2 get cancelled. Then the answer is I equal to pi. Okay, 0 to a almost I did all the problems. If I left also 2 to 3 problems, same model. Okay, na? So you can solve it. In NCERT almost I did 0 to a property based problems. Now I am going to do, okay, on fourth property, only one problem is there I told. That property based problem we will do it now. Okay. So that is example here. What is that property also I am telling you. Which property? Suppose 0 to a, no? 0 to a property before I told you. A to b f of x dx is equal to integration of a to b f of a plus b minus x whole dx. Based on this property, we have only one problem. We'll do it that. Now what is that problem also? Example number. Example number 35. Example number 35. I is equal to integral of pi by 6 to pi by 3 1 divided by 1 plus root of tan x whole dx, right? This is the thing I have. So how to do this? You please observe. Till now I solved the problems based on 0 to a property. Now I am having a to b. If you are having like a to b, what I am telling you to write in place of x, we need to write a plus b minus x. Okay, observe it now. So I equal to pi by 6 to pi by 3. Before applying this tan x, we need to change 1 divided by square root of sin x by cos x whole dx. Again, you can split it now separately. Root of sin x by root of cos x. Once again I am going to tell this. You please observe. 1 plus root of tan x, I can write it as root of sin x by cos x whole dx, right? Square root of sin by cos, I can write it as just root of sin x by root of cos x. Then again LCM if you take here root of sin x, no, so I am going to get here root cos x, final result root of cos x plus root of sin x LCM is same, root of cos x. If it is reciprocal and going to numerator part, pi by 6 and then pi by 3, root of cos x and then whole divided by root cos x plus root of sin x whole dx, right? I got this. After this, okay, you observe it looks like our normal pattern. Okay, so you please consider equation number 1. So I equal to integration of pi by 6 to pi by 3, then square root of cos of, in place of x we need to write a plus b minus x, right? Here a value is pi by 6, b value is pi by 3 minus x whole divided by square root of cos of same pi by 6 plus pi by 3 minus x plus square root of sin of pi by 6 plus pi by 3 minus x whole dx, right? Now let me know now here pi by 6 then pi by 3, 30 plus 60, how much here? 90, no? Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, but here x is there, so sin x I need to tell. Same, 30 plus 60, 90, cos 90 minus x is what, then just sin x plus 30 plus 60, 90, sin 90 minus x is what, then now here cos x whole dx. Okay, this you please consider as equation number 2. Adding 1 and 2. If I am adding 1 and 2, okay, so I plus I is what, here I, here also I plus I is 2i, then it is nothing but here integral of pi by 6 to pi by 3, okay, root of cos x plus root of cos x plus root of sin x dx by 6 to pi by 3 root of sin x plus root of what I have here root of sin x, this only as it is we need to copy root sin x plus root of cos x whole dx. Now I would like to add the things. 2i is equal to same limits pi by 6 to pi by 3, LCM is the same, no? Root of sin x plus root of cos x, root of cos x plus root of sin x whole dx. This is the thing. 2i is equal to pi by 6 to pi by 3 of 1 dx. 2i is equal to integral of 1 is how much, then x pi by 6 to pi by 3. 2i is equal to upper minus lower means what, pi by 3 minus pi by 6. This is pi by 3 means 60, pi by 6 means 30, 60 minus 30, 30, no, 30 means pi by 6, then implies the value of I is how much, then pi by 12. So completed. So still 2 more properties is there and some more problems are there. Okay, in next lecture we will discuss that. You please subscribe my channel and share my channel, share this. Okay, thank you.